Good evening, everybody. This is Travis at Tpull's Corner. Tpull's my tag on Magic the Gathering Arena. And we're playing with a slight variation. I made a little upgrade of a pre-made deck that we were able to get for free a while back called Avenging Angels. And these are all the original cards so far. And if they give you these useful cards, you have a pretty good win. You have a pretty good chance to win. There were a couple of black cards that I didn't like, that I felt didn't work as well within the confines of this deck structure. So I took out maybe 4 or 5 of them and just replaced them with removal cards. So we're testing it out. Into the dungeon! We want the healer out so we can get him get life and a +1 for a quick strike. So that's why we did the tap land instead of one of these other things. Two out of 5. Okay, let's see. So he becomes a 3/6. And do we have a cleric? Yes, we do. So let's bring the cleric down. We use that as a blocker. And because we brought the cleric down, this particular angel is the one we wanted to bring down next anyway. And it becomes cheap enough for us to do so. Your move, Ninja Goose. A goose is normally pretty loud. You gotta have some pretty advanced training to be a Ninja Goose, yeah? So am I not gonna know when you strike? Ah. They're trying to complete one really fast. Do I want to block? No. I do not. Do we want to destroy you? Yes, we do. Yeah, your last cards didn't work out so well. Why don't you go get some more? I'll wait here. How dare you? That worked out pretty well. I'm not sure how well this venture into the dungeon stuff is going to be. I'll start trying it in September. Okay, so here's what the original deck was. It was called Avenging Angels. It was a free deck. It was a pre-made deck, and Magic made it available to us. And it was with the code Game Nights. So if you go to the store, and I think that whether it's capital letters or not can be important. So I'm trying to remember if the G in Game Nights was capitalized or not. Wow. Come on, server. Anyway, you go to the store. In the upper right, you have the place where you redeem the codes. You enter the phrase Game Nights. Game, G-A-M-E, and then Knights, like Knights on a Horse. K-N-I-G-H-T-S. Right up here. And I want to say that the G was capitalized, but it may not have been. So try the variations. Maybe go check the web real quick. If you don't have that deck yet, the code might still be good for you to redeem it. And 24 creatures, 24 lands. You've got a bunch of normal, angels and clerics, basically. And I played it, and I didn't like it. And part of the reason I didn't like it was Renegade Reaper. Not that I don't like Renegade Reaper, but having the mill thing in there is kind of weird to me in a game that's not entirely focused around lifelink or life gain. So I just didn't feel like it was pulling its own weight for losing 4 potential cards. Skimfar Shadow Shades I also took out, so both of those copies. I think I left most of this other stuff in. Closing Statement's good. Rampage of the Valkyries. Fridge is good. Valkyrie Harbinger is good. Did I take out Taborax? Let's go find out. Here's the modified deck. And mostly what I did was just take out those creatures. See, I kept Taborax in, so I only made 4 changes. I added in 1 copy of Bloodchief's Thirst to take care of potential planeswalkers. Epic Downfall to get rid of target creature value 3 or more. Where were the others? Go Blank, so I could exile all the cards from their graveyard for the most part, was the point of that one. And Shadow's Verdict for a bunch of the small pesky ones for the swarm decks that we always go up against. So that was the biggest problem that I saw with the deck, is it was a little bit too creature heavy in terms of only being focused on what you want to do as a deck and ignoring the fact that our opponents get a turn and they get to do something. So from 24 creatures down to 20 creatures, and, just a splash of removal. That's the difference. We're going to go test it again. We're up against Noise Ninja now. I just went up against Ninja Goose. You guys related? Noise Ninja seems like a contradiction of terms. I'm sorry, did I distract you with my talking? You can't concentrate? I know the first round of Magic is really hard. You have to usually play a land. A land. You can do it. You just have to pick up the card, put it on the battlefield. No rush. Take your time. We'll just sit here and wait. I knew you could do it. So you're getting the hang of this. Interesting choice. I want some lifelink gain here, so we'll take that. I'm not sure why my opponent would do something like that, but we will not complain. I could have foretold that, but Starnheim Aspirant makes things so cheap. Never mind, well that's an easy test. I didn't even have any removal cards really, did I? I just had the cards. See, when they gave you the cards that I kept, the cards are good enough. If your opponent's not ready, they're gone. And this is the new stuff, D&D, D&D. I don't know if that's a signal that Kaldheim is superior or not, but we've got a little bit of Zendikar here, and the rest is all Kaldheim. Oh, they gave me some expensive cards to start off with. This one can be cheap if I wait till my end step. And the nice thing is the game will pause for me if I have untapped land for it. Of course. Let you go away right now and pump me up a little bit more. I could do the Expedition Healer, but let's do the Aspirin. If she survives, which is why I put the counter on her, I can bring the Harbinger down a little bit sooner than... Oh, never mind. Again, let me just show you. I didn't have... These are all the cards in the deck that come with the pre-made package. None of my modifications even present. So when they give you the cards that work, out of the ones that I kept, it makes for a very nice combination. That's the second time one of our opponents is scooped really quick. So a big part of the reason that I'm showing you this is just for any new players. If you don't have a lot of cards yet, go ahead and try. Go to the store, enter the code Game Nights. Pretty sure it's a capital G. G for game, Knights for like the Knights on a Horse. Put that in there and see if it redeems the code and gives you a good new deck to play with all these kind of cards. If you don't have some of these are some very useful cards. All right. So anybody new that hasn't done this already, check on it, see if you can still redeem it. I redeemed it, so I can't go check on it again. But I don't know if it necessarily has an expiration date to it. I don't think it does. So go ahead and leave a comment down below and let me know how it turns out for you. It's an interesting night for opponent names. Ah, Geese. Are you, sir, related to Ninja Goose? Are you? He may be coming after me for revenge. Alright. I did that wrong, but I should have put the swamp down because I wanted the cleric down. That cleric down first would have helped pump him up faster. Cycling deck. Can we beat it? Can we outpace it? Cyclers are usually fast, so, you know, chop chop. Okay, that's a cleric too. So, that one takes priority. That one gets pumped up. This one gets pumped up. You're tapped out. They like the speed. They are impressed. They should kill the aspirant whether they know it or not. They probably think the Luminarch aspirant is the bigger threat. They don't understand what the aspirant Starnheim allows me to do next turn. It's part of why that makes this such a deadly combo. If they think I'm all cleric, oh boy. So many choices. Man. This was my plan. Let's stick to it. If you got removal, now's the time to use it. Well, it's kind of late to use it on Starnheim. Cleric gets buffed. Luminarch gets buffed. There we go. Okay. Finally wanted to do something. We're good. Okay. Could have figured that. Not a bad hand for red and blue, actually. Good spells to start with. Double strike already. Not gonna block that. I am going to destroy the double striker though. That lets me through. Then put you on defense. Again, should kill the aspirant if you can. That was a mistake. You need to be on defense. Okay. Not bad. As I said, it's not a bad deck red and blue has. But they're incapacitating, they're not killing. Okay. No blocks. Alright, how many of these can we make? Does this count as an angel spell? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Can I make that 4 or more? No, hang on. No, I'd have to pay 9. Okay, so I can just make it to 3. Come on. I am tired. This is going to be my last game. Okay, you are attacking. You are attacking. I don't think even Alrund's Epiphany can help you now. Ta-da! And yet again, I should point out how good the standard part of the pre-made part of this deck is, because I only had the one removal spell that I used for my advantage. Everything else is the original cards in the pre-made deck that they give you. So I would go ahead and make those changes. I would recommend adding the removal and switching out a couple of the creatures. But for the most part, good deck, just upgraded a tiny bit. So yeah, go ahead and try and see if you can get it. Go to the store code online, Game Nights with a capital G, enter it, see if you get it, let me know. Come back tomorrow, there's going to be a new deck. There's always another new deck right around the corner. This is Travis, saying have a good one.